Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to Friday, the 8th of September. It's 54 degrees. It was 40 something we got up this morning. I think this is just fog lifting. There was a heavy fog out here, enough that got everything wet. But I think it's supposed to be a nice day today once the fog finally lifts and goes away. But it's Friday, got a weekend upon us after a work day. Should be a good weekend. God almighty. Well, let's roll. Y'all come on along. Let's just see what happens for today. One never knows. 61 and total blue skies today, Mama.
It blew here. It was foggy at home.
So Mama says I got the song stuck in her head ever since I realized I missed for the first, we've been doing this 7 or 8 years, or we going on 8 or 9, I don't know, whatever. How long been doing this daily vlog? Every 3rd of September, I bring up, the Papa was a Rolling Stone. It was the 3rd of September. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the vlog this year.
That's it, you blowed it.
Yeah, it's like driving me nuts.
So now it's stuck in his head, and he's sharing this misery with me.
She goes, that song's gonna be in my head all day.
Because it keeps doing it all the way to work. I'm going, great.
That's okay.
All day long, it's gonna be there.
I walk through the store and a radio or whatever's playing, just this random song stuck in my head, and I have no idea where I get it. I finally realized where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Dadgum thing's playing
in the background.
Yeah. Well, Mama,
yes,
it's Friday. Let's get in there, bust it out, and start a weekend.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All righty. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you, baby.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
So guess what I'm about to ride? You remember this one? I've worked on this quite a few times. So it sold, and oh man, all the screws on the dash were loose. If I don't leave that in here, I'll forget it. That's how you lose a tool real quick. Well, I'll just put it in the customer's glove box, and when I come back from the ride, I'll grab it again. Yeah, you'll remember when it's too late. Am I doing something weird here? Oh, it's old enough I gotta wait for the light. Oh no, he's got eco on. And this is one of the ones you gotta push and hold to get it in. Whew. Anyway, back to where I was. Customer complaint is around 60. He's getting a vibration. If you remember, this was the one and only one that we had that gutted, which is what the recall was about. Stripped the inside of the sprocket out. Luckily they hadn't left very far from here when it happened. So anyway, we got them back. And if you remember, it was suggested to use Loctite 660, which it kind of, when it comes out, the reason I use that, the new sprocket had some play against the splines, so it wasn't bad enough that the splines had to be replaced, but they said to take up that slack, use that Loctite 660 on there, and you make sure it's evenly dispersed, which is the same with the Loctite and the recall and the grease prior to the recall, the Kluber grease. Make sure it's evenly dispersed and let it sit with no tension. You couldn't have the belt on, just leave the belt off. And I think it was like 12 hours or something like that they wanted it to sit, which I did. And it's gone many thousand miles since. But because of the recall, we had, wow, I feel it now. Yikes, it's shaking the whole fairing and everything. What in the holy heck? It's coming from everywhere. It feels like a grossly out of balance tire. See if it gets worse with speed. Wow. Even the GoPro's got to see the whole fairing shaking. What in the world? Emmy, let me finish my story. So when it was traded in, that recall came out, and we have to put the new sprocket on there. Well, it took a lot. You remember I told you it's going to be like 600 degrees of heat to melt that 660. And the tech that did it upstairs, it's got the coolest name ever. The technician, his name is Cable. Like a clutch cable, throttle cable, but it's with a K. Really cool guy. Really good with spiders. He put that recall sprocket on there and used what BRP said, so I was kind of concerned that maybe the sprocket's not perfectly round. Get some speed. I don't need to go any further than this. That thing is shaking like a, well, I can't say that. I would offend some folks. It's shaking, bad shaking. Wow. Signs of any bent wheels or anything. I wonder if we put new tires on it. Who knows? Dude, that thing shakes like crazy. That's not even rideable. So that one bolt, literally, it couldn't have been more than a half or 3/4 of a turn from falling out. And the next one I check is this one, and it was a good half a turn before it hit. These two were probably a fourth to half a way out. Yeah, check them things every once in a while. Like I say, don't go. Kid sitting there on that thing counting a big wad of cash in his hand. Somebody's gonna come along and roll you, young man. I feel it's worse, like just about 58 miles an hour. Yeah, it has nothing to do with that sprocket. It looks like it's more that left wheel than anything else. That's where I'm seeing the most movement. The right wheel looks like she's spinning nice and smooth, but yeah, that's not good. Years ago, it was possible and not totally uncommon to actually get a bad tire. But yeah, that's been years. That was when they first came out with these low profiles. But I absolutely wouldn't ride this thing. That is very uncomfortable. For a brief moment there, my mind seen a left turn signal like he was going to pull out. He hasn't had his hazards on. So I've been doing a crash estimate. We had a little party saying goodbye to a long-term employee. Oh, geez. Go get him, cowboy. Go on, Honda. Hope they're okay, whoever they're going after. It's costless. That's that one parking lot. I used to loop through that thing all the time. No pulsing of the brakes. it's like a grossly out of balance tire. Oh no, I hear another one. Or is that just an echo of him? I'm gonna mosey on up. I don't want to offend anybody, but because I'm gonna go up here and take a left. After I take this left, I'm taking another left. Looking at the tires, they don't look new. And one thing I can try, just so it's out of my head that sprocket might be wallowing on the pulley. It'll throw some codes. I have to hook it up to the computer and clear it. But get the back wheel in the air, and it's clearly coming from the front. But certain things, you're sure it's coming from one end, it's actually coming from the rear. You got to be careful of that. I don't know how many times that's happened. Yep, something in the front end. Yep, something's out of whack in the rear end. It's just the way things can transfer around. Runs like a top. It's got just under 50,000 on it, but they spot on with their services and stuff. Well, I picked the wrong line. Good Samaritan handing out to the young guy there and slowing things up a little bit. It's all right. Perfect day. I think the high is supposed to be 78 today. The Spyder's saying 86. I don't think it's that hot. Could be. Nah, there's no way it's 86. You know, it's funny, you can tell it's been cooler lately because the new gal that's working in parts is standing on the back dock and she goes, wow, it's bright out here. Yeah, it feels hot. She goes, yeah, I think it's supposed to be 78. So I looked at my phone, it was 69. I'm like, oh no, if it does get to 78, we're all gonna die because 69 feels hot enough. Funny how quick you adjust to the temperatures around you. But then if it turned 100 for a week, you'd be perfectly fine with 100, you know. It's all relative to what's going on around you. You gotta watch. I go, oh, look at that. Dave, our UPS guy. I know who owns that. See this guy. Wonder why Ford that's in here. Bang. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go talk to the service writer first. I think the customer's up there waiting to hear something. These tires look new. They look fairly new. I wonder if the wheel's out of balance or something. No, that one's definitely got some miles on it. Got some cupping. This one doesn't. It's weird. That one feels yeah, I can feel it with that one. I wonder if something happened. They replaced the tire on that thing. That's what it feels like it's coming from, is that left rear. She wanted that hood so bad, but the new models don't take the old hoods. I was just talking to them the other day. In fact, the white demo that they have now, the deer ran out from them, so it got damaged again. And the gal that owns this, her husband's Sea to Sky, we bought it from him. I won't go any of those details, but it's ours now. So the people who used to own this now own my 2020 demo are riding her husband's old 21 Sea to Sky. Anyway, thanks for coming along for a rip. Spiders everywhere. Hot dang. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, this is flat, cutting it to the nitty-gritty here. It's after sunset.
Yeah.
It's just
dark fast.
the glow that's in the twilight of the night. Yeah, crazy. What was it, 7:35 tonight? Dadgummit.
She's slipping away.
I got stuck in crazy traffic coming home.
Oh, man. Yeah. Took almost 2 hours to get home.
That was nuts. And that could be their first part of who even knows. They painted new lines on the road where they're doing bridge construction right by Woodland. What a mess.
Yeah.
Got to see some beautiful countryside we haven't seen before.
Yes.
Didn't even know that was out there. It's nuts. But the Spyder guy, he's going to bring it back Monday and leave it till we get to it. There's a whole couple of holes that could be in my schedule that we'll get to it. We'll do some more diagnosing. So he took it home. That was his only ride to get home. He's going to bring it back with his wife following him and take it back so he can leave the bike there. But we'll get it sorted out. That's pretty crazy. That was a good shaker one there. But it's all a thing. Sorted out. That was a perfect motorcycle before, so something somewhere went haywire. Sorted out what it was. But anyway, on that, starting off a weekend.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Saturday or Sunday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye now.